Welcome to the Sharkpreneur podcast with Kevin Harrington and Seth Green. Kevin Harrington is the inventor of the infomercial, one of the original sharks from the hit TV show Shark Tank, and has generated over $5 billion in TV and digital direct response sales. Seth Green is the world's first trusted authority on cutting-edge direct response marketing, a best-selling author, and the only 3-time Marketer of the Year nominee. On the podcast, Kevin and Seth interview Sharkpreneurs who share straight talk on what it takes to explode your business.
Do you want to become insanely successful? Do you want to be the go-to guru in your industry? Do you want to be talked about for all the right reasons? For over 40 years, Kevin Harrington has helped people just like you become significant influencers. Now he's broken the process down in the Key Person of Influence Roadmap, and it's yours for free. Just text KPI to him at 727-888-2100. Text KPI to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free step-by-step guide. Text KPI to 727-888-2100 to get the recognition you deserve and experience the success as the go-to voice everyone listens to in your industry today. Welcome to the Sharkpreneur Show. I am your co-host, Seth Green. With me, as always, is the inventor of the infomercial and the original shark on the hit TV show Shark Tank, Kevin Harrington. Kevin, thanks so much for being here.
What a pleasure to be here. We have a special guest. I'm really excited today. Let's get started. Thank you.
We are joined by Anik Singal, the founder and CEO of Learn Incorporated, which has processed over $250 million in sales, taught over 250,000 entrepreneurs worldwide, partnered with Damon John from Shark Tank, Robert Kiyosaki from Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and many other prominent entrepreneurs, getting themselves a place as on the Inc500 list, and recognized Anik is as one of the top 3 of the best U.S. entrepreneurs under the age of 25. Anik, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me here. And just to be clear, I'm not 25 anymore.
Right.
I think I gotta drop that from my show reel there. But yeah, and I've also had the esteemed honor of spending some time with Kevin, having him here at the grand opening of our Learn Center. So, man, it's crazy, small world. We're all some way connected, and so thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Hey, so why don't we start right with that? So, Anik, you launched the Learn Center right outside Washington, D.C. And let's talk about what is the Learn Center for a quick description and just a little bit about how it's been going since the grand opening. I was there. Exciting grand opening.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I will have a very honest and candid conversation with you about it because, man, has it been a journey. So you started by asking me, what is the Learn Center? And I'm going to give you an answer that you're probably not going to like and that most people will call me crazy for. And that is, I have no idea. I still have no idea. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with it. When you hear the story of why I built the place and how the money worked out and how the funding worked out and just it was the perfect place to let it come to its own life. How it's been going, man, it's been amazing. You know, have we been able to serve the local market to the degree that I had envisioned a year plus in? No. Is that because we've tried and failed? No. Here's what happened. We launched the Learn Center April of 2018. At the same time, we launched our virtual platform. We have over 310,000 people now in our virtual platform.
Nice.
And here's what I realized very quickly. I am one man, one entrepreneur, and I took on 2 huge feats at the same time. And at some point, the tug of war had to end and one had to get its priority. And for me, the platform, the online platform, is by far the priority. So, you know, we started to really focus in on that, and the Learn Center just hasn't gotten the massive amounts of love that we were hoping it would get. Now, I'm happy to, if you guys want, I can walk you through the lessons learned, the things we have tried at the Learn Center that did not work. But the platform has been just absolutely just taken off. And it's just been doing great things. Now with the Learn Center, so we spent $3.6 million to build this place out. 26,000 square foot playground for entrepreneurs, arcade rooms, nap rooms, lecture halls, classrooms, you know, video studio, everything. So how is it that I'm sitting here all like, it's okay, we haven't really figured it out, you know, and $3.6 million. Well, here's the deal. We do our own events here. And if that's all we did the whole year, we're in profit with the center because of the amount of money that we were given to Marriott and to AV companies to host our big events. We do them all in-house now. And so that, and not to mention the co-work space that we were renting for our growing team, the video studio space I would rent to shoot videos, the headache it was. Now, like 5 minutes, I'm like, hey guys, I'm ready to shoot, let's go. And we can have sets built, we have the whole facility. Before I have to plan weeks in advance. So just from what the center has brought to us as a company, we are in profit. It's been doing tremendous things for us. So that's why I'm able to allow it to kind of create. And, but yeah, I'm happy to share what we tested.
For those out there, we'll button it up and move on. But the Learn Center, you called it, I love it, a playground for entrepreneurs. It's sort of a WeWorks, but on steroids, because it's very entrepreneurial focused. You approve who gets to lease space from you too, correct? I mean,
absolutely.
You want the right people in there, not just any tenant. It's synergistic, and they feed, the businesses should be feeding off each other, right?
Well, listen, we already had one company that came in that rented a small office that was a one-person office. They now rented an entire, almost 6,000 square feet. They grew over the last year plus. That was my dream. I want to see companies growing. I want to see them use, and they're going to get close. I mean, they're probably a few months away from graduating out of our center. Like they need their own space. And yeah, we have a lot of education, a lot of facilities, a lot of resources, a lot of masterminding. And so it's very different than like a WeWork, only because I actually care the least about renting the space. I care the most about the masterminding that happens at the space. There are a lot of people that come in here that don't lease space from us, but they just show up for the events that we do, or they show up to, you know, mastermind with one another. And that for us, that's where I feel like greatness is created, not in the space. So many places you can get space. That's not really a great commodity to be.
So the Learn Center, it's working. It's up, it's running. You've had it successful. It's breaking even or better, which is great. As an entrepreneur, you've done well there. But your platform, let's talk about that and get into kind of, you know, where you're focused your energies. 300,000 people. Where'd they come from?
That's the crazy part. I mean, they're coming from all over the map. The first 200,000 members, I can't tell you where they came from because I wasn't doing advertising. We were still in alpha mode. We weren't even beta. We were alpha. And so we did okay. So we did start with a big audience already, right? I had an email list of about 1.2 million people. We have a brand. We have lots of products out there. But the word's been getting out about what we're doing at Learn. And we have so many amazing people like yourself published in the platform. We have that course that you and I did about how to pitch. Yeah. And so that gets out there. Thousands of people are in that course, and many others that we've got from Robert Kiyosaki, Bob Proctor, and many other people. So that's been going viral in and of itself. But now we've started to do actual media buying and advertising into the platform. And it's so amazing to see that we can acquire a user and actually be profitable on them within a span of 30 days. That creates the most perfect situation to media buy, right? And once we start media buying, so right now we're putting about 1,500 people in per day at the current snapshot when I film this with you, but that's growing every week. By the end of this year, we are projecting to be between 3,500 and 4,000 members coming in a day. So my mission, my goal with the platform is to put 10 million people into it worldwide, but we're not even close to done yet. I still don't call it out of beta. It's in beta. It graduated from alpha to beta, but I have the next 2 years worth of development roadmap done. And I'll tell you, we're at 20% of the way there. We have 80% of the features left to be still built. Right. So I'm super excited to see where it's going to grow and how it's going to go. But as of now, we're connecting entrepreneurs. We're bringing them together worldwide. We want to put 10 million people in there. And we don't, soon enough, we don't want to only provide education. Because what we find with entrepreneurs is education is important, as it is with anything. But really with entrepreneurs, more than any other profession, connecting and connections seems to be by far the most like high ROI activity. So we're going to get into that now soon with the platform.
When the deals start getting cut, and that's where the money starts flowing, right?
Yes, yes, exactly.
Good, Seth.
So what have you talked about lessons learned along the way. You built a multi-million-dollar facility and a several $100,000 member platform. Talk to us a little bit about some of the challenges you had to overcome to pull that off.
Yeah, okay. So one of the biggest challenges that we have had to overcome over the last year and a half, which has been, it's been hard, man, if you look at our company 3 years ago, we were your typical internet marketing company. Okay, come up with a course idea, rally a bunch of affiliates, put together a big product launch it out there, do millions of dollars, and live off that money for 4, 5, 6 months while you promote everyone else's products so that you could yet again do another launch 6 months later. And it sounds exhausting just to even say it, but it's no business model. It's got a glass ceiling built into it. Now, we were a product-driven company, have been forever. That's our expertise. That's our market. That's what people expect of us. Now, all of a sudden, in April of 2018, I come out with this big vision, right? With the platform, with the center, with all these things that are very expensive, that carry massive burn rate with them. And I tell my team, hey, we're done. We're not an internet marketing company anymore. We're now a marketplace company, okay? And I try to make this transition like, bam. Well, it's literally like launching a brand new company, except you've got massive burn rate. If I was launching a brand new company, I would start with very little burn rate, add little bits as the revenue grew, as the proof of concept happened. But here, I get to inherit and adopt all of that expense structure, but yet I'm ripping away most of my revenue sources. So the biggest lesson learned there was I was a little bit overly optimistic. It was a little too aggressive. It wasn't well thought out. Now, fortunately, I did do my risk analysis, so I knew that I would survive it. And that's why we've been totally fine. We did not make any big decisions until we knew we had all the capital necessary to live them in case of worst case. But I should have still done a transition a little bit more differently. Should have never launched both of those big projects in the same day. Forget week or month. I did it the same day. So that was just too much. We didn't have the right leadership in place. We didn't have the right support structure in place. And there's only one of me that was being pulled in 17 directions. The other big lesson that we've come to learn, which is very core to our business, and it's funny I say this, the name of our company is Learn, right? We misspell it, so it's L-U-R-N, but education's not enough. We're not going to get to where we want to get. We are not going to, let me put it this way, forget about us. We are not going to be able to serve the entrepreneurs the way we wanted to, the way I dreamt of it, if all we do is teach. Now that has been a huge epiphany for me, that I wish, this is, Seth, before we started, you heard me talking to one of my team members about focus group. We're doing focus groups. Well, that is the outcome of a big lesson learned in my life. Before I built my platform, why couldn't I just get, 7 or 8 people that are the target demographic of who I want to serve? Why couldn't I just get them on a call for an hour and ask them, what do you want? As entrepreneurs, we have really big egos. Sometimes we just think we know what everyone wants and the market wants. And I was only 20% right, really. Yeah. And I wish I had just asked them. So I waited 1.5 years, 2 years. I didn't burn, but I spent a lot of money, millions of dollars that I would have had to spend anyways, but I could have reprioritized the feature set. So now we are all about focus groups, right? So what we learned was education's not enough. If you want to build a community, if you want to really, truly serve entrepreneurs, if you want to get an entrepreneur addicted to you and your brand, you got to connect. You got to be a part of that deal. Like, you don't have to be at the table. You should be the table. If you could be the table where the deal takes place, right, you'll get them coming back again and again and again. And so for us, we were just, we wish we had thought of that a while before. So now we've got a bunch of things going on that we're going to help try to resolve, and we've already started building out things, and we're already seeing how users are engaging with it. And it's awesome. And it's great to see that.
The members that are part of your, the platform, right? Yeah. They pay a monthly fee, an annual fee. What's the compensation model for yourself?
Yeah, that's a great question. So no, they don't pay anything. It's absolutely free. So it's 310,000 users that didn't have to pay us anything. We are an a la carte. So it's like going to a restaurant. Basically, there's lots of courses in our platform that you can purchase. So there's free courses. There's courses that are as low as $2 and courses as high as $2,000. The way we run our math and the way we run our data is on the masses. So we start to figure out what the average user is worth to us in the first 30 days, 45, 60, 90, and then ongoing monthly. And from that, we're able to backtrack what we're willing to spend in acquisition on that user. Now, continuity has not been a big part of our business, but literally this is fresh, hot off the presses. As of the last few days, this is where I immersed myself as an entrepreneur and as a founder of a company. I've carved away 2 to 3 hours a day now, every day for the next 2 weeks, to study and understand how we can apply continuity into our business model properly. But I'm not just going to leap at that. Now, again, lessons learned. I'm going to study what the best are doing. I'm going to start some focus groups, and I'm going to ask my audience, what would they be willing to pay every month and have low attrition for?
Right.
But yeah, so we are very open. You know, you come on, you can take courses for free for $2, for $20, $200. We want to be able to serve people that live in India. We want to be able to serve people that live in Indonesia, Malaysia. They can't afford all these funnel driven courses that are $2,000, $3,000. That doesn't mean that they don't deserve to be served. And so we took a bit of a different approach to it. And so far it's been just absolutely killer for us.
Hey, so on that note, I've been doing a lot of things in India. We're launching pop-up retail stores over there. Got a lot of really cool partners raising capital in India, helping entrepreneurs. I've been speaking over there. I'm heading back in November. If there's any opportunity for us to discuss maybe taking some of what you've got in a more powerful fashion over there. I don't know if that's of interest, but
we'd absolutely have to, because I don't know if you noticed Udemy or Udemy or however you say their name, no one knows, but Udemy just opened a massive operation there. We're talking a headquarter office. I mean, if that doesn't say something, a company that's raised almost $170 million in total capital. They've been on round D, I think, and they're expected to do another one, and everyone's saying maybe IPO. So if they have an office in Silicon Valley, San Fran. They have an office in Ireland, I want to say, and then their third big headquarter office was set up outside of New Delhi, India. If that doesn't tell you what their focus point is for an education platform, I don't know what else will.
Wow. Yeah. And that New Delhi is like a tech center in India. That's what my last trip was, New Delhi. This trip I'll go Mumbai, then back to New Delhi. A lot of the tech guys, a lot of tech stuff happening out of New Delhi. So we'll follow up on that at another time, but be continued. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Anik, you've built multiple successful companies and obviously undertook some huge undertakings at the same time. With all the success you've achieved, and I know you have a powerful mission in terms of the number of lives you want to affect and the world change you want to bring about, what's your biggest challenge? How do you balance it all?
Oh, my biggest challenge. That's a good one. My biggest challenge is focus. My biggest challenge, you know what? It's not even focus. It's building the right team. And I think that if you think about that, I'm blessed with an amazing team. So I'm not complaining about my team, but the vision is this big and the team is this big. We just need to put more powerhouses in the vision. I think that lessons that I've really picked up this year, when I have a vision and I want to do something, I don't want to let it go. It's my baby. And I've got to learn that where I'm most lethal and where I'm most impactful is in that first 2 to 3 hours every day where I'm off by myself, researching, studying, thinking, visualizing, dreaming. I'm good at that. I'm good at putting pieces together. I'm good at being able to, if I have a question, picking up the phone, I can call you, Seth. I can call Kevin. I can call people. I have access that the rest of my team doesn't. That's 17 years of sweat equity. So I can get answers quickly. So let me deploy that and let me bring some powerhouses in to then own different parts of my vision and dream. So my vision isn't just about serving entrepreneurs, but my wife and I have a nonprofit. We've now built 8 schools in India. We've adopted 2 villages and micro-funded entrepreneurship in East Africa. We just took on a hospital that we're building in India. And again, up until this year, the nonprofit was, well, what does Anik want? What does Anik say? How does it go? And this year, my wife has just taken it. And oh my God, there's things happening now I don't even know about, right? And I love it. In this company, I realigned some of our key leaders. And I said, you are no longer doing a supportive role. Go out and innovate. Here's a division. Go innovate. You're too good to be playing a supporting role. I need you to go out and create. And that does mean me letting, it kind of feels like, I don't know, I don't have kids, but I kind of feel like when your kid's going to first grade the first day and you're letting them go on the bus, like that's kind of what it feels like. You hope they come back and they're smarter than when they left, So for me, I'm letting some chunks of my visions now go to other people. And you know what? The other thing I'm finding very quickly is that they're not going to do it my way because they're not in my brain. So I just got to let them do it their way. What do we care how we get there, right? If I want to drive from here to DC, there's literally an infinite number of routes I can take. As long as we land up by the time that we said we would, in DC. Who cares the route we took to get there? So that's been really tough for me, man. I mean, as an entrepreneur, and I've never had that before. This is the first year where I'm finally like, wow, we've got some true leaders in the company. Give them something and let them run. I never had that luxury before. So for me to just accept it has been such a challenge.
Congratulations. That is an awesome place to be in. I think we have both resembled that at different parts where we're like, hey, wow, look at what they did without me. I didn't have to do all of it. So that is absolutely awesome.
And you know what? I just want to say this to all the entrepreneurs listening. Let's just put it out there. As great as that sounds, as an entrepreneur, you're like, oh my God, I wish my team could just do without me. Yeah, wait till the first time they do something big without you and how much it bugs you at a subconscious level because you feel completely not needed. And I just have gotten over that now. Like I really have. Now I'm just like, oh, that's cool. Like, that's great. But yeah, I think we hold on to control because at some level we want to be the hero. And I think that over this year I've learned the hero is not in me. The hero is in the vision. Let's get there however the heck we can get there. And what I need to do is be selfish and protect my time and energy to be best deployed where I bring the most value. And the most value means I bring good value to certain things, but I don't bring the best value to them. So let me find the people that bring the best value to those things, give it to them and let it go.
Anik, if somebody needs help after they've taken a course, do you have programs where you can put people in touch with experts or mentors? What's the next step beyond, the programs that are on your platform?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got coaching programs. We've got on-site events. Remember I told you like the reason I built the center is because we do so many workshops on site. And so we invite people to come to those to upgrade their status as a student with us, to join our Learn Masters program. We have a program called Learn Platinum where we build out an entire business plan. We invite them to that. We are now also, like this week, we have our first focus group. We are building a true incubator for local businesses who are looking for more leads in their company. So we are going beyond just, I'm not happy with the event model. I don't think I'm getting enough students, enough results, because they come for 4 or 5 days. It's awesome. Then they leave and they're back into their more normal lives and normal world. So what we're starting to really move towards now, instead of mentors and coaches and events, and we're moving into the incubator model. So we're moving into a process that you go through that's not unrealistic. No 4 or 5 day completely blah, blah, blah. No, that doesn't happen. This is a 3-month, 4-month program. And you know what? You cannot, there's multiple steps, multiple classes you have to go through. And you simply do not graduate to the next step until you finish everything that's needed. So that way, every step you hit, you absolutely have the things you needed before that course starts. And so this is still very theoretical though. We've done a few little tests. The results seemed incredibly promising, but I think the entire industry is inundated with coaching, is inundated with events. And I think there's an evolution on that, which is kind of where we're trying to move towards now.
Awesome. Well, you've achieved a great deal. Incredibly impressive. We love the difference that you're making. For our folks who want to learn more about Learn, where is the best place for us to send them?
It's awesome. So first of all, I want to invite everybody to come listen to my podcast, The Fighting Entrepreneur. You can go to anikpodcast.com, ANIK podcast.com. It's a lot of fun. I have released 3 episodes every week. The third one's a little controversial. We get a little political, so it's a little fun sometimes. Also, just go to learn.com, sign up for a free membership, LURN.com, and you can find me. Just type in Anik Singal on most of the social media outlets, but I'm not that active on social media. So it's really the podcast, or join us at learn.com, LURN.com.
All right. Thanks so much, Anik. We greatly appreciate your time.
Hey, let me know when we can hang out again, Anik. Always love getting together with you. So congratulations and good luck.
Absolutely. Look forward to seeing you in Mumbai, man. That's my stomping ground.
All right. I'll give you the dates. We'll meet.
Okay. Yes. Sounds good.
Buddy.
Do you need money to fund your idea, product, or service? Are you ready to take your business to the next level, but need capital to get it done? Kevin Harrington has heard more than 50,000 pitches and knows how to help you make the perfect pitch to get the funding for your entrepreneurial dream. He's distilled the process down in his perfect pitch cheat sheet, and it's yours for free. Just text PITCH to him right now at 727-888-2100. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free perfect pitch cheat sheet. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 to start funding your dream today.
This show has been produced by Market Domination, LLC. To discover how you can have your own show completely done for you and turn it into a real published book and become the authority in your marketplace, go to www.marketdominationllc.com/podcast offer.